This is called. Should I have used a Jackie Robinson in order to keep the diversity?
I mean, that's where you want to roll.
I'll do with one-on-one then. And well, see, I don't know did he have any famous? I mean, I know he came in and desegregated
besides
but
revolutionizing the game.
But did he point? Did he point? I don't think he pointed.
I wasn't there, but maybe. I'm sure there was pointing at some point.
Sure, you could have been there. We all know that you're secretly a vampire. Welcome to our Christmas episode. We have to do a little bit of history of what this typically is. So many years ago, like 5 or 6, I don't know. I was looking to do something because it's always been a veteran show, veteran themed. Except for the last 6 months with the elections coming up. I don't think we talked much about veterans, but yeah, it's always been veteran themed. And what we would do every year is I would put all the branches together and do like a quiz show to see who was which branch was the smartest branch. And we were always surprised. I think like for 2 or 3 years, it was the Marines. Air Force won last year. We didn't air last year's episode. For a few reasons. In fact, I'm trying to remember. No, I didn't. I gave Jeremy some video to show. Not yet, Jeremy, but I thought about like showing some highlights, which you can't really call those highlights. You can't.
My thing with it is I think you talk about that episode. We'll call it the dark episode. And
worst episode in 21 Gun history.
And you keep saying that, and it's like you're building up this like lore to it that people are just gonna want to see it.
That's true. Maybe it'll be. Do you know what? Maybe I'll release it next week. In fact, it stars one of our guests who are going to be on the show tonight.
Yep.
That would be Mr. Gen X Dad, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know who over there.
Hold on. You're saying the worst episode you've ever had in your history? I was on it?
Yes. 100%.
Well, what the fuck, man? I'm leaving.
What's strange about that?
About the worst one.
We have, I think, 3 of our worst episodes, as always, seem to have a bearded man with a hat and an American flag behind it. It's not. Look it.
Sake.
I don't blame you. It might just be a weird coincidence. But yeah. No,
Wait,
last year was.
There's more than one with me.
We even had Jeremy, go to the wide shot. We even had a talking elf, which unfortunately. I don't want to pull him over here. Go to the double shot. It's going to look weird, but where's Jeremy?
That is the double shot. It's you have to pull them out.
No, how about the main camera? No, just pull up the main camera. Yeah, like just go single shot on the main camera. Look at this. I have to produce and be the talent.
Yeah, but you said the double shot. I was thinking of liquor. Sorry.
It's okay. The elf. This elf actually, I think it's cursed. It is one of the main reasons why the episode last year didn't air. Someone was being a ventriloquist and making the elf talk. I don't know because it was off camera. I have no idea who it was, but his jokes fell completely flat.
I give you 2 options as to who it was, and the person that didn't do it.
Briggs, were you there too?
I was. Okay. I was in fact there.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, it was an episode for sure. Went on a little longer than it should have too.
Hour and a half, and I believe there was a Air Force comedian who was. It looked like there was a chimney fire in his house, which cameras of. That's all I'll say. There was a lot of billows of smoke.
Yes.
And that brought it down.
I got a question.
Yeah.
My generation was brought up to say, always dress for the job you want. And taking a look at you, I can't help but think you're the late night creepy uncle Christmas used car salesman. Is that the job you're shooting for?
How did you nail it? You nailed it right off the bat. Hey, I also you have a Santa Claus over your shoulder. Let me see that.
I do?
Yeah, look at that little Santa. Shoulder. We also, Jeremy, go to the wide shot again. We also have a Santa. Frank, do you want to? Oh, do your elbows not move that far back? This is a prized possession. We learned about it on Dave Landau's show. This is Black Santa in a wheelchair.
Why is he in a wheelchair?
Yep, he's in a wheelchair. It covers a lot of intersectionality.
A lot of diversity.
What's strange about this is it's not a gag. Like you can't, like we didn't make this for it to be fun. You can actually buy these, I think in Target.
Yep.
Is that where you found it?
Yep.
Yeah. So
I think that's oppressive. I think you shouldn't. You're telling society that the black man got his legs broken and now he's in a wheelchair. I'm just saying. I don't know how he got there, but I
I'll have you
question
know,
the authenticity of that ornament.
I'll have you know, there were multiple colors of said Santa.
Oh, there were?
wheelchair. Oh yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah. There were many shades of brown and/or white in the target for this Santa.
Yeah. And now it's even worse because we have the crippled Santa. I don't know if that's the correct terminology.
Sure it is.
Black Santa. And then not in the room here, but in the house, we have a non-crippled white Santa. So I think I should go out and get one of those.
We say crippled. That's crip in Frank's terminology. It's crip Santa.
course. Oh, yes.
That's why he was wearing blue the other day.
Mhm.
Anyways, so what we're going to do this year, we're going to change it. I love the quiz show format. We always had fun with it. It's very meticulous. The scoring is very accurate, and it really pulls out who the smartest of the group is. But we didn't do military branches this year, just to change it up, kind of get the stank of last year off. So I said, let's do Battle of the Generations. We seem to always we have this weird like second cousin relationship with Gen X Talks. We had Briggs running the camera and everything like that, and the links at one point. We're always chatting with Gen X Dad. So let's do a Battle of the Generations.
Okay.
And see exactly who is the smartest. The interesting thing about this is I wrote it up. This is about 4 months ago that I was going to do this. And I put the word out. I said, hey, we're looking for people. We got over 400,000 applicants. Can you believe it? 400,000 applicants. I'm like, how am I going to get through all these people? So we gave like tests and quiz, and we even did push-ups. We did all this competition just to weed it out, just to weed out, find out who, and it made it down to the last two. Surprisingly, it's Gen X Dad and Gen Z Kid. I don't know how that happened. It's not a coincidence.
Because I was doing negative push-ups. If you asked me to do a push-up, I did -3. So that's how my category fit in.
400.
You call Gen X Talks and Gen X Dad the distant cousin. Then after you tell me that I was part of the worst podcast ever, I just pictured cousin Eddie. That's the cousin I'm picturing now.
Yeah, well, think
Gen
about
X
the
Talks
worst.
is the cousin Eddie of your show.
Think about the worst situations at home. Like if you've ever had a party or something like that, it's always the weird cousin that comes in drunk or says something inappropriate, and they're the ones that ruin it. So
yeah, or wearing wrapping paper for a show.
I'll have you know, this is my Christmas attire every year. I look forward to this. My favorite time of the year. In fact, might wear it to work tomorrow.
Well, every man's got to have a purpose in life. I'm not knocking you.
Yeah, well, not sure what my purpose is yet, but someday I will find it. All right, the first order of business. I'll go over the rules in a second, and I bring this up every year, and I just like to throw it out there to hear what the arguments are. And Jeremy, get link 1 ready to go. It's my belief that Die Hard is indeed a Christmas movie. It takes place during Christmas. I believe it's Christmas Eve.
Mhm.
It's at a Christmas party.
Mhm.
There's Christmas lights. There's Santa Claus. He even uses ho, ho, ho. I now have a machine gun. Doesn't he? Isn't that the line? I don't remember. I might be off. Confusing
Dead Germans.
too. Yeah. Dead Germans. That's always part of Christmas.
It was a Christmas miracle. So
It was.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you guys think?
Wait, you just said you were going to explain the rules. What's the rules?
Yeah.
You just said
No, the rules are every year I have to proclaim that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. People argue about it and they say it's not. And I'm just making sure we're all on the same page right now.
Okay, yeah, we're all on the same page. It's definitely a Christmas movie. I even had one of our viewers chimed in and sent me a clip of Bruce Willis on stage at a roast where he says Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, to which I politely say, well, he's got dementia. You gotta let that slide.
That
Even
is
he
true.
doesn't know. He knew back in the day what it was, but right now, not so much. Let's make clear on that.
He even said Sixth Sense wasn't a ghost movie. So in the same, you can tell he was a little off there.
He's got problems there.
In fact, Jeremy, pull up link 1 it's just going to go out there. Here's the trailer, the classic trailer for the movie. And then we can just finally put this to rest. No more debate. It is a Christmas movie.
All right.
This is John.
Nice beer.
He just wants to spend Christmas with the family.
Is Daddy coming home with you? We'll see what Santa and Mommy can do.
But when he gets stuck at the office party,
Merry Christmas!
it'll be a holiday
Merry Christmas!
he'll never forget.
Did it just crash? Oh no! Did we lose Jeremy again?
I think so.
Yikes.
Jeremy's computer crashed. Why is it?
Yeah,
What is
it
the curse
crashed.
of the show?
It's the Christmas curse.
Well, is this blaming me? Are we going to blame the big fat
It's because
white
you're
guy
here,
again?
Dad.
Nope.
It's because you're here.
Is that what's
No.
going to happen?
For the people that are now just tuning into this.
Hold on, it said
Already.
video. It said video unplayable. I'm pulling up a new one. Hold on.
Oh, you're still there. Good. No, don't worry
Yeah,
about
I'm
it.
still
We'll let it go. We'll let it go. Oh, the curse of this episode. This is what.
Or that's
happens.
or that's copyright.
Yeah. No, because it was all edited, all
No,
goofy.
we didn't say China this time.
Yeah, we did. What
Too
are you
late.
doing talking China?
Oop.
All right, so here's how it goes.
Yeah.
We got two Gen X. Well, we've got a baby boomer and we have a Gen X dad.
Don't do me like that. Don't do that.
I think it's 1938 to 1950 something. Yeah, you fall in that category. All right, so we'll
Wow.
just mix you guys together as Gen X, and then all we have is one Gen Z kid here. We were supposed to have two. We have one,
all
so
you
it's gonna throw things off. We'll ask you questions. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to stump you guys, and I'll hit Gen X with maybe some Gen Z questions, and Gen Z with some Gen X, and then maybe just general information that people should know that for some reason Gen X doesn't know. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Gen Z doesn't know.
Are there prizes?
Maybe
Pride.
Well, I'll try harder
Right.
for prizes. If you got prizes, I'll try harder.
every now and then there are prizes, but someone told me that you're not really supposed to announce prizes legally. There's some weird thing going on there. So we'll talk after the show.
How about a sandwich? Can you promise me a sandwich? Because I'll
Yeah, I'll
work hard
have
for
a-
a sandwich.
I'll have Instacart send you a sandwich.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm in, baby. Let's go.
All right,
do
let's
this.
do this.
T-shirt with
So
Frank's face on it.
we'll pick a random person, Briggs, and we will start with this question. Briggs,
Mhm.
which fashion brand popularized the neon colored clothing and high top sneakers in the 1990s and 1980s? I'm sorry, 1980s and 1990s. It's a tough one. See, to you, this might be retro. This is something like when we were kids in the 80s, we would think back to the
Hey, Briggs,
60s.
remember 20 years before you were born? Yeah, what fashion was kind of in style then?
Exactly. Well,
Remember
you guys are wearing this stuff now. This is now new for you guys.
I don't know. High top sneakers. I don't even know what brand of high top sneakers were around in the 80s. I
What-
don't know. I'm gonna have to pass. I don't even have a guess.
I'll give you a hint. At one point, they made something called the pump. It was the pump. If you had the
You
pump,
gotta know of
you were you were awesome. You walking into fifth grade with what looked like what today would be a operative boot. You actually pumped it and it got tight around your foot. You got nothing?
That's pretty
Oh.
cool sounding though.
Good Lord.
I
Okay.
can see why fifth graders would go all over that, but no, I don't have a clue.
Okay. Watch how quickly
Wow.
Frank answers this. Ready?
Well, because Frank was 40 when it happened.
3, 3, 2, 1.
Reebok. Now,
There you
first
go.
of all, they were there's actual footage of guys in the dunk contest when they actually had good dunk contests in NBA
Mm-hmm.
of a dude, I think it was Larry Johnson, bending down and pumping up his shoes.
Oh, you know he got paid for that.
before he did his dunk. I think he got a 50 on it.
Did he really? You know that Reebok went to him. They
Oh,
gave him a
of
pair,
course.
and they're like, "Pump these up right before you
I
take
mean,
the shot."
but there was no way they were dethroning Jordans.
Yeah,
Jordans were
No.
huge at that.
aren't they still huge? I don't know.
Yes.
I don't do.
Yeah.
I'm not a sneaker pimp, as they say. I'm not big on the shoes, but yeah, even
I'm disappointed in you, Briggs.
little
I know.
white kids from New Hampshire were walking around with those, thinking we could dunk. The only thing I was dunking in fifth grade was donuts.
Them Dunkaroos.
Might have been a little chubby kid. We won't talk about that. Okay, so Briggs, you're automatically down 1. I don't know if you're going to be able to
Down
get out of
one?
this. Don't know how you're going to get out of this hole.
Ugh.
Oh, that's the other thing.
Gonna forfeit now.
The point system. You might ask me questions about it. It's too complicated for everyone for me to explain because there's some trigonometry in there. There's some calculus. So just trust me. that
What?
they,
Wait a second. What branch of the service were you in again?
that was the Air Force.
I
They're
just wondered what was getting
supposed to be the
tripped.
smart ones.
Well, they said counting. He just said counting's hard, and I didn't know where he came from. I'm
Oh yeah,
good
no,
now. No, we're
that
good.
would be the Marine to my.
You said counting's
left.
hard. I got you, my man.
Oh yeah, because you think it's just a simple. No, there's you get there's what do they call it when well like a dunking contest, right? It's all about style. It's all about the answer. He had a little bit of style there. I mean, I liked the quip about Frank being 40. That was nice. That got you up about
There
5
we go.
points. The problem is your
But I'm
complete
still
lack
down
of
one.
knowledge. Yeah. So I mean, it went
figuring
back
it
and
out.
forth.
Slowly
Okay.
but surely.
All right. Gen X dad.
Yeah.
1980s movies.
Okay.
The
Why don't you
Breakfast
ask him a question from 40 years before he was born?
the
Oh,
fair.
easy, Hosh. You're not running
on.
the show. Shut
Don't
your
worry.
pothole.
Don't
Come
worry.
on.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right. Okay. You're right. I realized I went to a Gen X question.
For Christ's sake.
We'll hit him with the Gen Z question next.
Come on.
But in The Breakfast Club, which actor played the role of John Bender, the rebellious criminal?
Oh,
Oh, you almost said it.
yeah, it's Judd. Fuck, can't remember his last name.
Judd Nelson.
Nelson. Yeah.
Yeah.
So close. I was just.
Well, I was
wanted
gonna
to
say,
scream it.
I was thinking Hearst, and then I go, "That's the guy from Taxi," and then I had to, yeah.
Yep.
It was Nelson. Yeah.
And there was a picture of him circulating because there was some show on Hulu. It was all about the 20-year. No, it was about the Brat Pack.
It was
It
about
was
the
like the
Brat Pack.
40-year
Mhm.
reunion of the Brat Pack, and he, I don't know, there was some picture of him unrecognizable.
Well, I
Like
don't
if
think
you
that's
see
really
him.
a fair question. I mean, I didn't never know his last name. Him and I were friends. We just hung out. I called him Jay, so I don't.
Oh well, there you go.
You get personal like that. You get me to get all technical with someone who's a friend. I can't go that far.
Well, since you got half the points, I mean half the answer, we'll give you.
There you go.
52 points on that.
Now we're talking.
All right, so let's go to Briggs again.
You're the only option, kid.
I
Just
know,
deal with
I
it.
know, and I had all these questions.
You have
for all these
nobody
people.
but your generation to blame.
Okay, here you go. No, that one's too easy. These are okay. Here we go. No, you won't be able to get that one. What was the name of the 2019 Star Wars movie that marked the final installment of the Skywalker saga? Side note, I have no idea. I am not a Star Wars person.
man.
It's a cult. It doesn't, but anyways, go ahead. So what do you got?
Is it The Rise of Skywalker?
Nailed it.
Yeah, we don't want you in our club anyway, so I don't care if you don't like us.
Wait a minute. You have a Star Wars club?
You just said we were a cult. I'm
Wait,
saying
hold
you're
on.
not allowed in the club. I'm saying good. You ain't invited to our club, no how.
Okay. All right. Mark Hamill, for some reason, thinks that he is the smartest man alive and can wax philosophical about everything political. He's a political scientist, basically. He played an alien that had a laser sword 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to give a crap what he says.
Yeah, we got problems with him in the club, but we're working on it.
And he voice acted the Joker
Just so
too.
you guys know.
Oh, voice acted the Joker.
He did voice acting.
I have to say though, having watched the Dunes, I don't know how you pluralize that. The Dune movies. It just sounds weird to say the Dunes. Sounds like my mom talking about seeing a movie. Do you see the Dunes? Both Dune movies, fantastic. Blew away anything Star Wars. I'm gonna stick
Easy.
with it. I'm gonna stick
Easy,
with that
Hoss.
right there.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to agree. Dune is my favorite, the all-time favorite movie, sci-fi. Absolutely love it. And there is now a series on HBO that is equally as good.
That's
Well, Max.
I find that very strange because one time, and I'm never gonna let him live this down. One time, Frank texted me from somewhere. I don't know the whole story. I can't remember it. It's been a year ago or so, and he told me that he was doing something he had, and he said he was in a really cool anime noodle restaurant.
Yes.
I don't think those words go together.
it
Restaurant,
does.
anime, very cool. None of those go together.
It does, and it's a restaurant in Orlando, Florida called Super Saiyan. And it was absolutely
You're not going to
amazing.
sell me on this one.
I'm not trying.
Kevin,
to.
don't go to Japan.
Is it all just
don't.
everything's
You would
anime?
never
You
survive
would
in
you would
Japan.
hate your life if you went to Japan.
Briggs, do you like anime?
I do.
I don't understand it. It's something about Gen X and apparently, I'm sorry, Gen Z and apparently Gen X too. I don't get it. And it's not like some weird little thing. You guys are into it, right? Like
We've had this conversation with
Yeah,
you before,
I was
Kevin,
on the
where
show when we had this one.
you
one time.
literally hate everything.
no, I don't hate everything. I
You
just
do.
hate cartoons that are like
You
skipping and the
hate
voice.
cartoons.
You
You hate
little
toys. You hate
adults
video
with toys.
games.
Adults
Ham.
shouldn't have
You
toys.
hate shorts.
Ham,
You
yes.
hate ham.
Shorts are
you-
for children.
You literally hate everything.
I don't hate everything. I hate when children's things are turned into an adult thing. Like adults. This is why people are decorating for Christmas starting in like June now, because
You're slowly
we have a
pro-
whole generation of people that just can't have just a
you're
week of
slowly
something.
proving my point, sir.
Am
I
I
knew a
wrong?
gr-
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I-
Let me hear.
I knew a girl in high school named Anime.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Look, I'm trying to participate. Okay, I'm trying to fit in here. That's
You're-
all I got.
You're open to any of these conversations.
Yeah,
So,
we-
Okay,
so-
well, there you go. That's my that's my in with this one right there, and then I'm out.
Mark,
Got
what
it
do
in,
you
I'm out.
think? What do you think about adults that watch cartoon? And look, I know I'm going to get hate. I get hate all the time on YouTube when I say this. One of our most popular videos and one of the most negatively commented videos was when me and Gavin McInnes were trashing video games for adults, and I had so much hate come after me
Rightfully
because
so.
my recommendation was, if you're going to spend 40 hours beating a video game, why don't you buy a welding machine and spend 40 hours in your garage and teach yourself a skill?
Does it have a high score?
Does welding have a high score?
That's what I'm asking you.
That's what
Does
he's
welding have
saying.
a high score? Does it leave your name? Can you put in 3 initials at the top? Come back and try to beat it tomorrow?
Does he get
I will-
achievements?
No, but you can weld
No,
things. Go
no.
outside and be like, look at my cage I welded. Look at my weapons.
I will say I have gotten my dad to watch an entire anime before.
Well, I
So-
was getting to that. It's like you don't like any cartoons at all, like zero.
I don't. Did you just speak English?
So you didn't like Frosty the Snowman?
Oh yeah, when I was a kid.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you don't like it now. What about Claymation? What
When I
about
was a
Rudolph
kid.
the Red-Nosed Reindeer? What about Davy and Goliath, man?
When I was a kid, and
California raisins.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I had no problem with that. But would I dedicate like an hour of my life where I'm in my 40s to watching a cartoon? No, the answer is no. No, I
Okay.
would not.
I got to rebuttal just a little bit, Kevin. I got to say, right now, 13% of video games are rated mature for adults, and about 30 to 40% of anime titles fall into the mature category. So,
Look, I
Yeah.
get it. I understand that adults are watching these things. I'm just saying you all are crazy.
I'm also saying that some of that is technically not for children. So, just like rated R movies.
Neither is an arc welder. neither is a bandsaw. Get out there with the bandsaw and learn you some woodworking.
The shoeless one said, "What about Fritz the cat?"
I don't know what you're talking about. Are these
It's an adult
cartoons?
cartoon.
No, no.
It's an old school adult cartoon.
In fact, when I flip through, if a cartoon flies up on the
I'm with you,
screen,
shoeless. He hates everything.
I try. What does Shoeless say?
He said Fritz the cat.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
give you an example.
I can't believe you guys are actually ganging up on an adult who doesn't want to
Who hates
do.
everything.
It's not ganging up. It's just turning into more of an intervention. It sounds like.
Yeah.
We're trying to help you out.
You can intervene all you want, but when the comet strikes and you guys are all foraging for stuff, I'll be welding my zombie deathmobile in my garage because I will know an extra skill.
With your
All
Christmas
the
jacket.
time. With my Christmas
With his
jacket.
Christmas jacket.
You're gonna ruin that wrapping paper with a welder.
Oh my gosh. Okay, next question. Let's go down to let's really test the intellect here.
Oh boy.
Okay. I gotta scroll down. I have a lot of questions here. Oh, there's my rules that I didn't read, but who cares about that? What item?
Who are you asking this question?
This is to Gen X Dad. What item do you hope?
Wait, you
will
could
be-
ask Frank a question. You just skipped over. Frank ain't got a question yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he's usually the second
Forget
guy
that
in the.
he's
usually the
sitting
second guy
right
here.
there.
The whole
The amount
Turning
of-
into a 1v1.
I'm
the whole
looking.
6 foot, 265-pound Negro to your left. Just completely went right.
Wow.
I-
Wow.
Wow.
You guys literally are Gen X dad and Gen Z kids, so it's easy to just shoot to you guys
And forget the Negro.
and
We got
forget.
it, we
Yeah,
got it,
that's-
it's okay.
hey, we gave you one president. Okay, and he was half. Frank, and a baseball player. What
Yes.
item do you hope will be obsolete in 20 years?
What item do I hope will be obsolete in 20 years?
Anime.
Does the government count as an item?
Sure, if that's what you want.
I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
I'm going to
Final
make a
answer.
suggestion here. This is just to make this a little more entertaining. I think because Frank and I are both on Team Gen X, I think we should have an answer each for the same question. I think we should come across like a little consultation. His answer, my answer, and then
Okay.
He's on to something. He's on.
Two
to
on
something.
I like it.
This is two
Hold
on
on a
one.
second. My I got a cough and I don't have a cough button. So everyone, hold on one second.
As an
There we go.
elder millennial, do I get a say?
Yeah, you should be with the kid. You should be on his team right now. You
He
guys
was
should
trying
get
to be on
a
your
two
team.
answer input real quick. You know,
He was
Okay.
trying to
He's
be on your
government.
team.
I think the
I'm fine with that.
spork should be gone. I don't think there should be a spork anymore. I hate
I'm
those
twice
things.
his age.
He's
Ooh.
closer to you guys than me.
He's saying spork. I'm gonna go with the NBA 3-point shot that is currently ruining the game as we know it right now.
There you
Interesting.
go. Gen
Why do
X
you
has spoken.
Okay, so sporks and 3-point shot. Why does the 3-point shot?
It is single-handedly destroying the NBA right now. The viewership for the NBA is down, I think, about 58%.
I don't watch NBA, so are people just mastering it?
They're not mastering it. They're slaughtering it. It's horrible.
Okay.
It's a horrible game. I think one team set the record for 75 3-point shots by a team, and they only got 13.
Oh wow.
Kevin,
so
look at
imagine-
it this way.
Imagine paying tickets to watch that.
Imagine, Kevin, look at it this way. Now there's fifth graders that go to the playground and they don't learn how to dribble. They don't learn the fundamentals. They don't learn how to pass.
Just jacking up
They
threes.
That's right. They're just 25 feet out in fifth grade throwing them up. That's what they're starting with in fifth grade. That's all they want to learn all the way till they sign a contract.
Is this
That's
thanks
it.
to Steph Curry?
People are blaming him, yes, but at the same time, he had a complete all-around game, so I don't know where all this mess came from.
It came
Huh.
from NBA coaches and offenses. They were like, well, 3 is more than 2. So if everybody can shoot threes, the math checks out, guys, if we just keep chucking them
Yeah,
up.
but it's like it's
So-
ruined the game to like now you have guys that are supposed to be in the paint, banging it out,
Pause.
Shaq and Wilt and
Yeah.
they're now like you have 7-foot plus guys behind the arc trying to jack up 3-pointers.
Yep.
Stupid. Get rid of
So,
the 3. Just get
My
rid of it.
one thing I want to get rid of is the phrase common sense, because common sense eludes the common.
That's fair.
What?
He's saying that common sense isn't that common anymore. So he
So
wants to
the
get rid of the
phrase
common part.
Common sense
It'll just
is
be
not
sense.
common. Yes,
It'll just be
have some sense.
Well, they used that phrase way back when. I mean, you go back into the Kentucky hollers, way back up there in the 1910s. They just look at that boy ain't got no sense. They didn't say common sense back then. They just
That's
said
right.
sense. So I'm with him on that.
All right. And then Briggs, what's your answer?
I'd probably say social media.
Okay.
Ooh,
We're- the
controversial.
kid-
Like in 40
The
years,
kid-
there was no social media. Mental health would be up. Like, I feel like common sense would be more apparent because you're not learning a lot of the stuff that you learn about outside of school. Not
Now-
like you
now-
learn about it like in real life and not over social media.
This is interesting coming from someone who built a small empire in social media.
Oh, I'm
So-
so glad to have it, of course. But like, if it wasn't around, I wouldn't be mad.
There's the
I would-
backtrack.
I agree with you too. Mental health is out of control. People are not meant to. I think, in an anthropological sense, human beings are only supposed to know like a dozen people, maybe 20. Because think about it, we used to run around in little groups and just kill elk and stuff, and now you go on. You
Communication
got,
skills have gone completely into the toilet.
oh my
because
gosh, we're back to hieroglyphic. How do you say it?
hieroglyphics.
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 Yeah, we
Uh,
used to weld in 40 hours instead of playing video games. Damn it!
good.
As a matter of fact, can I amend my common sense to getting rid of the cell phone?
Okay.
Yes.
We'll let you piggyback on that, and then if you ever fall off the ladder and can't call for help or
I was about to say, I
need
think
to-
you're taking it one step too far.
too far. Can we eliminate legs? I don't want legs
Get
anymore.
rid of shoes, man. Get them out of here. Nobody needs
Eyeballs.
them.
No more eyeballs. Just can all tie into the web here. Okay. I guess the winner of that one will be Frank. Stirred the most conversation. 72 points.
Actually, I was going to give that to Gen X. He's the one who kind of sparked that up with the
He did.
compare and contrast.
I make the rules.
This is awesome.
Frank
I
gets
don't really
72
care.
points.
I'm on his team, so I'm good. I'm fine with that. Team
Wait,
Frank.
we're now at a
Team Frank.
3v1 now. This is getting a
Okay.
little out of hand, guys.
All right. All right. Gen Z kid and
Yep.
your team. What is something invisible that you wish people could see? If these sound familiar, it's because I got to recycle some of these since it didn't air last year.
He
What is
saved them
something-
for a year?
yeah. Yeah. I don't
What's
get to use these
something invisible?
that you wish people could see.
I got two answers. The first one I was gonna say was propane because it smells so bad and I hate it. I just hate the smell of propane.
And
I
you
wish
want people to
could
be
see
able to see that?
it. Oh, yeah, because then you wouldn't have to make it smell bad.
Would
'cause
it
now
look
people could
bad
just see
too?
it.
Everyone would just smell and it'd be an insult to the.
Well, no, they
senses.
add the smell because like you can't see, you can't tell. So like you need to be able to know that propane's leaking.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
You see like
What's
a
your other
green,
one?
ugly mist of propane and
They-
propane.
they did
products
that.
creeping toward you.
They did that in World War One. It was called mustard gas.
gas.
It just murdered tens of thousands of people.
Look, that's why I had two answers. Okay, I had the first
Okay.
one that came to my
Right.
mind. You know,
Okay.
let you know. The second one I'd say is like radio waves. You know what I mean? Like as you can see, the Wi-Fi emanating from your router, the communication of your phone. You can really see how much technology is impacting your life.
You just
You-
want to see where you can stand to get the best signal.
Instead
I'd
of
be like,
doing
now I
this.
know why there's a dead spot here.
All it would do is terrorize us because we would see all the radioactive energy shooting towards our balls.
So you want to wear a Geiger counter 24/7. Got it.
Yeah, basically.
Basically.
I'm pretty sure though, if we could see that, you know, think about like everything has Wi-Fi, everything has RF signals. We would just, and actually, now that we said we mentioned this article not long ago that NSA or some group of spies or something figured out how to take the Wi-Fi signal in the house and turn that into a visual signal. So and how did they do it? Like, were they just
They-
tapping in on?
They used the pretty much the theory of like how bats use sonar.
Yeah.
So like the sounds or like the waves bouncing off of everything. And so yeah.
So they could look in houses, see where people were walking around, sitting down,
Ooh.
all based on Wi-Fi. They didn't need anything tapping into the house as long as that house had a Wi-Fi signal.
So I'll say this. I would love to, and I'm taking this to something you hate.
Anime. He's gonna do.
What I'm doing, I'm going old school
He
cartoon.
just wants to
I want to
see
be
an
able
anime.
to put a pie on a windowsill, and I want to see this like the smell, and I want to see if there's actually like little fingers like trying to lift me toward the pie.
He
They
gives
do it
us-
like Tom and Jerry.
He gives us a reference of a 1942 cartoon. This just shows that little Frankie grew up with his little knickers.
I'm not even
They
sure
said
what
knickers.
you said. What did you say,
you
Frank?
know how like the
Remember, like in the cartoons, like they would put like the cartoon, like the lady would put a pie on the windowsill,
Yeah.
and then like the smell would come out, and then you'd be, all of a sudden,
Yeah,
it turns to, like,
and it would like it would hook his
yeah.
and it would, like,
nose,
hook his
yeah.
nose
carry
and,
him.
like, bring him towards the pie. I
Yeah.
want to see if that's actually true, and I want to be able to like see the smell of the pie.
I'm gonna blow your
you
mind
guys
here.
never
Wants
floated
to
toward pies
see-
on a windowsill before?
Yeah, it's
I
not
know,
true.
but I want to.
It's
He
not
wants
true.
to see
Sorry.
the smell of a pie.
Yes.
I could get behind that. I'd
Okay.
be all right with that.
Yeah, see, you guys are
You could
working
take
good as
that
a team.
You could take that a couple ways.
Yes, you could.
Okay, this is a children's show.
Is it though?
No. Gen X dad. Your
Yeah.
gens are just. I wish I could just call you your names. The
Just
general.
say the general.
There we go.
All right.
General.
Yeah.
What
Maybe
Head out.
is something that is invisible that you would like to see?
Wonder Woman's invisible plane. I've
When it
never
just-
seen it before. You always get this thing that she's in it, but you never see it. You know, I want to see I finally want to see what it looks like.
Wouldn't it just be a plane?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is it
I
a
have no
Gulf wing?
idea.
Is it a Gulfstream? Is it a G5?
It's
Is
an
it a
Amazon
G-Spin?
woman plane. We know that.
This is true.
That's true. I never saw any of the Wonder Womans, the new reboot, or what do they call it? Redux, when they bring superheroes back. Did I tell you guys how much I hate superhero movies?
Oh my
Proving my
I'm
point again.
kidding.
That is-
I'm
Oh my
Proving
God, is there any joy in your life at all?
None.
Yes, there's joy in the simple things. Take your
James
shoes
like
off.
Barrett-
welding, damn it.
He likes
Welding.
welding rod.
James Parrott went real deep, and he said, "God."
That is deep. Here's
Wait-
the problem. Don't if
Way
you
to
see
be
God,
real
don't-
deep there, James. We
if you see
appreciate
God,
it.
don't you die? I thought that was part of the.
Yeah, I
that's
thought
why
you
they put
could
him in
look
the.
upon him.
Yeah, they put him in the tent there around all the 12 tribes of Israel. You could go in. No, but only the priests could go in there. Although I believe some did see him. That's why they describe. Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
Jeremy, do you have an answer for that?
So I was gonna say this goes on the more like the science fiction side. Different planes of life. So how you have they always say there's a fourth, fifth wall, the different planes of life, how things that we can't see on our spectrum. I would like to see what like say a dolphin would be able to see with echo sonar,
I
stuff
see what
like
you
that.
mean.
Those different
thought-
types of planes.
Because for a second there, I was going to say, I know some mushrooms that can make you see many planes of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're going outside.
I've actually
yeah,
traveled through time and pierced the veil of reality. It was all medical. It was all medical.
We
we don't know if there really is, but I'm just saying if that was possible, that would be really cool to see.
It would be. We have a chat question for you, sir.
Oh no! This is is this a Sully beatdown?
The shoeless one wants to know if you are a descendant of Scrooge.
I am a very jovial soul, very giving, very.
Really?
I just
It's not coming off. Right now.
I just it's
Prove
certain things. It's certain things. It's certain things that I refuse to get behind. Adults with toys, anime, video games, ham, shorts, graphic
You say
tees.
certain things like it's not a lot.
Graphic tees.
There's a lot of
Graphic
things.
tees
It's a
get
long
it.
list.
Certain graphic tees, like if you're advertising perhaps America's favorite veteran coffee company, 22
my
Sierra
God.
Coffee. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you like 22 Sierra, I mean, if you like
Oh,
coffee, you're going to love 22
Christ's
Sierra.
sake.
Shameless
They make
plug.
wonderful graphic tees. In fact,
Shameless
I wear
plug.
his graphic tee or their graphic tees all the time.
Frank, you
Fantastic.
walked into that one.
Yeah.
You can
I did.
buy graphic tees.
This one was my fault.
The beauty of it, though, is let's say you're a coffee drinker and you're like, I'm sick of this dusty, old, stale stuff that you buy off the shelves. It's been sitting there for 6 months. This stuff is freshly roasted. You get it. It's the date is on there when you get the package. The mailman, I've seen him. One time he gave me the package and he wouldn't let go. He was like, I tried to take it. He was trying to pull it back. We had to fight for it because the smell was just, and if we could see the smell, it would be like looking at God. You wouldn't survive because the beauty of the smell of the aroma that's coming off this
Are you
box.
saying that your coffee is going to kill you by its mere existence?
No.
If you
I'm-
look upon it,
There's a
You gotta make
special
this coffee with your eyes closed.
There's a special tabernacle where they put the coffee. No, but if you also drink this coffee, you're helping out veterans. Speaking of psychedelics, I believe we'll say alternative therapies. I think Grunstyle Foundation, who is one of their partners, helps out people with alternative therapies for veterans, traumatic brain injury, PTSD, helps with food security. They do a lot of good stuff. And that's one of the partners of 22 Sierra Coffee. If you buy now and use promo code 21GUN at checkout, 21GUN at checkout, get 15% off. That's 22sierracoffee.com, 21GUN at checkout.
I
Help
think
out a
that'll
veteran
work.
and enjoy some coffee.
So this is definitely turning into a
Oh, no.
Sully
Oh, no.
chat thing. Danny H says Chair Force members shouldn't be speaking on video games and stick to espresso orders.
Yes, you can
Ooh.
actually. We do have an espresso blend.
Here we
Oh
go.
my God.
Yeah, we have an
He tied
espresso blend.
it right in. He bought it full circle.
I'm a
Well,
master.
definitely a walking advertisement for veterans that need help. So yeah, we
can-
should all buy that coffee. Every
You
one
can,
of them.
you can name something. Just name something random. Pick something.
Beats.
All right. Nothing
Marbles.
beats a cup
Oh
of
my
22
God.
Sierra coffee. I can't stop. Okay. We'll stop with that. Ed,
Frank,
and we'll
can you
move on.
make him stop? You're the one in the
I
room there.
can't. There's nothing I can
Just
do.
mute his
There's
mic.
nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do.
No,
Oh, I could do that.
Let's get a little. Do I have to bring in my sidekick here? The
Let's not
elf
do
for
that.
some.
No. Don't do it. Don't do it.
There we
you
go.
just lost your earpiece.
I know.
You're
I can still hear out of one ear.
It's not the only thing he's lost.
All right, Jeremy, since you're talking, you get the next question. If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called?
Nut butter.
All right.
No hesitation.
No,
No.
very simple utilitarian answer. I like it.
There you go. Root paste.
Uh, the general, what would you call peanut butter if it wasn't called peanut butter?
Dirt paste.
You don't like peanut butter?
I said dirt paste.
Well, I would not eat dirt paste, so I assume you don't like
You
peanut
didn't
butter.
say I had to make it a marketing campaign. You just said, what would I call it?
Okay, dirt paste. Listen, peanut butter is one of the things that I love. I love me
There's a
some peanut butter.
rarity.
Wow.
Peanut butter is
You love things?
fantastic. I try to get the healthy peanut butter, and it's awful. It's like you might as well be eating a jar of spackle. You need that little bit of sugar in there,
And there's
whatever
the
other
dirt paste. That's what I'm talking about.
preservatives and whatnot. Put it on a banana, forget about it. That'll make any day a good day. A little peanut butter, a little banana, you're good to go.
So Danny and Shoeless beat me to it. I was gonna go with nut paste.
Okay, all right.
They beat me to it.
Did I hit you, Briggs? No, Briggs. What would you call
I
it?
was gonna say nut cream.
Ew.
Oh my god.
Fucking A, you're a
I'd rather. Okay, I'm not gonna say that out loud. It's
You
better
already
than dirt.
did.
You already
paste,
did.
you know what I mean?
Say it out loud.
No, I was
Too
gonna
late
say.
now. No
Yeah, he
tasty
told
badges,
me to
bro.
he told me to behave before the show. Jeez.
Hey, you
I
don't, you
know.
don't eat,
Text
you don't
messages
eat a
about be
paste.
nice.
You don't
Well,
eat
this is what I got. I got a message that said, "We want to simulcast your show, but we need to dump out because we don't know what you guys will say that will affect our reputations."
Okay.
And
Apparently
here we
the-
have.
That's
apparently the
not
gloves are off.
quite.
I know.
I mean,
He said.
my
He said.
reputation's been down.
He
It's
said
been
we'll
down,
be on
so
your
we're good."
show, but blur us out with like one of those pixelated things, which you guys can't see. We're doing it in post.
Oh, we're getting names all throughout the chat.
Okay, what do we got?
I got nut paste there. I don't know if I want to say that.
If you're thinking about it,
it's
don't
there.
say.
It's he just put it up there from EJ.
Oh, come on.
We got nut dump from also from Mel's.
Okay. See how this show every year it just divulges
sounds-
into.
It
A
sounds
beat-
like Danny H and Shoeless are our fans.
Yes, yes.
Oh, really?
This is all your people.
Oh
right?
yeah. Well, then, you know what? Feel free to take our audience for your show. Go ahead. No,
Wait,
it's
wait.
all right. You just feel free.
Where's Darth Tater? Come on, chime in here.
I haven't seen Tater in a minute.
Oh
man.
no. All right, let's back up for a minute. So all the worry about you guys having to dump out. Frank, are you ready to dump out from them just in case they start saying and they're
I don't
fans?
know, man.
Not
The
sure if we
kid, I know. He's good.
Whoa.
Frank's hovering. He's like, got to the eject button right there over the eject button. He's like, one more time.
All right, here we go. I'm going to ask this question, guys. Keep it clean. There's children watching. There's
Yes.
Chappie's only 3 years old. You
There's
guys
no
can't see
chance of
Chap.
that. No chance of that.
Okay. What are some things that are okay to occasionally do, but definitely not okay to do every day?
Drive drunk. Boom! Let's go, guys. Let's go.
I like the answer.
Drive drunk. Okay.
Okay. Good answer.
Think about it. If you do it enough times, it's just like practicing. You're gonna get good at it eventually. You know what I mean?
I'm wondering about with Teslas, right? If you're driving drunk and it's driving you, there must be tons of drunk Tesla drivers out there with its self-driving mode on that are just staying between the lines, getting it like they're because Teslas drive like grandmas. When you do the self-driving, they drive like super like slow and
not
they do
all of
everything
us are
correctly.
as privileged as you to have had a Tesla.
Listen, my whole thing is that there's probably more drunk drivers out there.
Well, I mean, you have to understand, and I hate that I'm about to say this because I'm going to get the whole, oh my God, you're that old. First and foremost, Insurmountable Cali Cat says a nut paste and banana sauce for the general. So I had to put that out there.
Oh my God.
Is that one of ours or?
That just follows me
No,
everywhere.
that's one of his.
Oh no! man.
Our guy said, see, you beat me to it, Vet. Yakking Vet, because I was going to say this. Mine was going to be run from the cops. He beat me to it. Thanks for getting ahead of the story there, Vet.
Okay, that's a good one. The general, something that you can occasionally do, but you shouldn't do every day.
Your mom?
Oh,
Sorry, that's a Gen X answer.
Bird.
All right, easy
That
now.
that is a
I was
Gen
a
X
Gen X
answer.
answer.
Everything was
Just-
your mom in the days. That's what
Yeah,
you would.
relax.
100% Gen X.
If you were getting beat on emotionally, you would just your mom. That's how
was
you
your
would
save
come
all.
back.
That was-
Yeah,
If you were getting roasted in the dozens,
it didn't even have to work.
for you young
No.
kids that don't know what the dozens are, when you were getting roasted in the dozens, that was your like save all to get you out of there. So somebody else can hop in the circle and try
Yeah.
to, yeah. It's like because you're just getting roasted, be like, oh, well, your mom, and then you just run.
I'm gonna ask a question. What is the dozens?
Oh my god.
I don't know what the dozens are. Do you want some more bourbon? Oh, I thought
So
my
the dozens was maybe this is more ethnic and Gen Z than so the dozens is what we called it when it's like they call them snaps or dozens, like when you're going back and forth and you're like
just roasting each other.
roasting
A
the shit out
roast
of each
battle,
other.
as you
completely destroying each other.
Basically, what the
And you
show
would
has
set-
been a 4-on-1. I got you.
And you would set the tone as if like whether mothers were on or off limits and stuff,
Mhm.
what have you. But yeah, that's what the dozens was,
Okay.
or snaps, or whatever you want to call it.
I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm going to give Gen X Dad another opportunity. If you, that could be your answer.
No, go ahead. What was the question again, please?
What is something
All that you forgot the question.
that you are okay to do occasionally, but not every day?
Pass gas in church.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
There.
Seen
Is
the
that
priest
clean enough
kinda
for you?
lean-
We good there?
Yeah, I think we're good there. We just
All right.
brought in the G-rated crowd. I think
Try
we're
to do that
So,
for you.
We got some chat answers.
okay.
James' parents said drinking. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
He's on a righteous roll today.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's on a real righteous roll. Yakking Vet said, and I agree with this one holistically, barracks bunnies.
I get it. The
Yeah.
non-veterans won't, but
Yeah.
that's a good answer.
Barracks bunnies.
Okay.
And we're going back, and Mel's just is not letting go of the names for peanut butter. Nut Butter Gallery. I don't know why that's there, but it's there. And Shoeless is trying to give you more of an explanation of that snaps or the dozens is basically busting each other's balls, which is basically what it is.
I got it. Did it come from Oh Snap?
Possibly. I'm okay with that
All
explanation.
right.
Yeah,
I
think
said that.
so.
There's no way I could have said
Oh,
that
and
whiter.
Danny H said, well, we can't do that. And I'll explain why. So he said, name the elf after Chappie Sinclair from Iron Eagle fame. We can't do that because the actual Chappie is right
Yeah,
here.
he's sleeping on the floor right here.
Is the dog that's between me and Kevin. His name is actually Chappie.
Yeah.
Not after Chappie Sinclair, though. But
There's also Chappie. Oh, I can't believe I can't think of his name. Chappie. He was Robin Olds, one of a legendary fighter pilot. It was his like second in charge black guy. Chappie. And my dog's looking up at me right now.
You keep
Chappie,
saying his
Chappie
name.
James, Chappie. I can't think of it.
I don't think
Awesome
you let
dude.
Jeremy answer yet.
I'm afraid to.
Yeah, they kind of took my my choices already. One was Run from the Cops because Briggs said that one. The other one was your mom. That was my joke. Jen took that from me. I can always back it up with your cousin. So I mean,
are you from Alabama? Is that what you're saying? Cousin?
no. We all took mine.
Shout out
The
to
only
Alabama.
the only other thing I could think of is just shoot your gun in the air because you feel like it.
Yeah,
non-twisted
well, I
movement.
don't think that's ever okay.
It's okay. It's only okay if you don't get caught.
Right. The whole bullet going up and coming down. Marines have trouble with that one. There's this thing called gravity.
Yes.
I'll explain to you after the show.
I would say, well, if you could also say something you could do every now and then, but not all the time, would be surprise sex, but only if you're not in prison.
Yes.
Mm.
Good answer.
Only if you're not in
We
prison.
were, you mentioned that, Jeremy, and I was just texting you guys the other day. We were walking in the parking lot of Harris Teeter,
Oh,
and my
yeah.
son's like, I think I see a bullet. And kids, you're like, yeah, it's probably a
Yeah,
bullet. He
whatever.
picks it up and puts it in my hand, and I'm like, yep, that's a bullet. It looked like we were trying to figure out I'll show it to you after the show. You see if you can figure out.
Oh, God, you guys got my sister involved in all this. My sister's
Oh,
not
no.
laughing in the chat.
What does she have any good comments?
No, she's just laughing at me.
Okay. Next
Hi, sis.
question. I think we got everyone. Frank wins that one with 14 points.
I'll take it.
This one will go to we'll start with Gen X Dad. What would be the scariest animal to scale up to the size of a horse? Scariest animal to scale up to the size of a horse.
An alligator.
Yeah, another very utilitarian.
If you had an
answer.
alligator
Kinda
with
obvious.
long legs like that and it is 9 feet, 10 feet tall at the head, yeah.
No, he's saying scale, like it scales up to it. Like it's not. It keeps the same body shape. It's just now the size of a horse.
Oh,
Right.
a rooster.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I was when he said that, I was like, he's never been to Florida before.
Roosters are murderers. Yeah, I think aren't alligators just scary as they are?
He's never
Yeah,
been
that's
to
you
Florida.
imagine one as big as a horse?
I've seen alligators that freaking big too.
Hey,
No,
hey, Briggs.
not it.
After the show, call your dad and teach him about dinosaurs, and might freak him out.
Okay, I said rooster. Doesn't rooster fucking count?
They used to be
Rooster.
here. Oh God.
Okay. And I believe roosters used to be dinosaurs too. In
Oh,
fact,
for God's sake.
Yeah.
It's not a history lesson. You anthropologist. You asked me what I'd be afraid of something big. I wouldn't want a 10-foot tall rooster. I think that'd be scary as shit, man.
Sorry, those aren't going to get you points.
All right.
Frank.
This is gonna surprise you.
Well, I think I might know where you're going, but go ahead.
I don't think so.
All right.
I don't think you know where to go with this one, and I'll explain why after I give the answer. I'm gonna go with hamster. Here's why.
Okay.
Here's why. Have you ever seen a hamster eat?
Yeah,
And
it's
then
always-
when they do all like the stuff and the things in
Yeah,
their
yeah.
mouth, can you imagine something the size of a horse just looking at you saying, "I'm gonna save you for later"?
Just put you in their cheek like
Yeah,
a
and
wad of
you're just
dip.
in there, just like, well, damn.
I thought you were going to go with golden doodle, or what do you
No.
have there? You have a
No,
laberdoodle.
I have a golden doodle, and he's
Golden
already
doodle.
75 pounds. I don't need that little.
Can you imagine a psychopathic 1,200 pound, a 1,200-pound animal that needs to be groomed, needs to be loved at all times,
Slobbers you to death.
taking its
Yes.
giant paw and just crushing you? This is what they do. I think
Yeah.
it's a poodle thing.
It is.
Mine's sleeping right now, but if he could, he'd be sitting here with this.
That is
paw on my
scary, but
lap.
I'm telling you, like somebody putting me in their cheek and saying, "I'll eat you later." That scares me more.
All right, we all have our things. Briggs, what do you think?
I'd probably say I'm stuck between two, but I'd say a fly because those things are like they'd be huge. Like imagine the wings on that thing flying around, buzzing around you.
Little Gen
Because
X.
it's just bigger now, so it's still going to be producing like a badillion of them a day. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like it's
just
just
giant
crazy.
magnets flopping.
I like how you
magnets
just
flopping
made
around.
up a number, badillion.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
It's quite a
badillion.
bit.
But you know it's big by the way I said it too, though.
Little Gen
Big
X
number.
reference here. Jeff Goldblum was vomiting acid on his food because apparently that's what flies do. So these things would be vomiting acid everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got some answers here, buddy.
Okay.
First of all, there's a little bit of a bromance going on with Danny and Yakking Vet. Going on with because with them saying honey badger. Mel's comes in with mantis shrimp.
I don't even know what a mantis shrimp is. That's
You
that
don't know what a-
kid. That's
I
that
think he
kid in
means like a
first
mantis shrimp
grade.
or a pistol shrimp.
Okay,
Basically,
yeah.
they
They
can
do the
punch. And yeah.
They do the shock wave.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then there's some undying love and devotion with Danny saying great minds, Yakking Vet, because they're in the bromance. Insurmountable Cali Cat says cougar. My sister said lizard.
Wait, a cougar. So a 1,200-pound unmarried 45-year-old
45-year-old
woman.
woman. Yeah, that's what I thought too. So that changed my answer. I changed my answer.
Yeah. My sister said lizard. Jen said scorpion or spider, if those count, or a possum.
Yeah, those count.
Insurmountable Cali Cat said chihuahua. I love how she spelled it though. A chihuahua.
Chihuahuas are the worst animals on earth. They
Oh,
just have the
100%.
devil in them. When you see
Just
their eyes,
Shaking for no reason.
demonic.
Yeah.
Just
You're leaving
angry.
Jeremy out again.
Oh yeah.
James Parrott said a rat. Yakking Vet said ferret. My sister said a mosquito. I agree.
Little known fact: the number one killer of humans, the most deadly animal on earth, is a mosquito.
And then Danny comes back with just choke the cougar. Cougars hate that.
I don't.
It depends on the cougar.
I think. Listen,
It depends. On
I don't
the
want.
cougar.
I don't want to announce any serial killers that apparently are out there and watching this show. You might want to delete that comment. We don't want anyone coming for it. They'll call him He'll be the cougar choker. Women at bars with whiskey tenors are like
Yeah.
not going out at night.
What do you got, Jay?
So-
your
She took my scorpion idea, but the other one would be that giant killer hornet.
Ooh,
Or
the murder hornet. Oh my god.
the murder
murder
hornet. Yep.
Yeah.
Or an Amazonian giant centipede. Can you imagine a giant centipede chasing your ass down the street, size of a
Oh,
horse?
so you just want to go with nightmare fuel. Okay, got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Nightmare fuel.
I think
No
the
problem.
general consensus here is anything larger than it is right now has the potential to be frightening.
Yeah, can you
Yeah.
imagine a horse-sized Kamala Harris? Oh my god.
Oh,
Except
geez.
for Frank's gerbil thing in the beginning, that didn't seem as scary as he sounds. Not at
Well,
all.
I don't know. Wait, we have a comment in from Richard Gear. He says that is terrifying. I don't want anything to do with it. How
Oh,
did that?
Danny, come on, bro. Why would you even don't trigger me, bro?
Go ahead.
Danny said camel spider the size of a horse, bro.
Yeah.
You are trying to
It's not as
mentally kill every vet watching right now.
yeah. I had one chase me with my shadow. Do you know they used to
Yeah.
run to your shadow and
Yes.
it kept running up my leg? Not my leg. It was chasing my leg shadow.
So listen, here's why that triggers me the most. I was in my first deployment,
Mhm.
and there I'm in my tent sleeping, and I had one of my buddies, Dumzer, come over to my tent, and he goes, "Hey man, don't move." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, dude." He goes, "No, seriously, don't move." And now he's coming at me with his K-bar, but he's holding it to where like the knife is in this part, but he's got his finger where the blade would be.
Uh-huh.
Like he's kind of like doing this, and he reaches in. He goes, "Seriously, dude, don't move." And he comes in, and he like goes like this and goes like that, and it was a camel spider on my chest
Ugh.
that he grabbed and threw the other way.
They had us convinced that they would like eat our skin as we were sleeping, but I think the truth about them is they're not as bad as we make them out to be.
No, they're horrible.
Well, they look horrible, and they're
They're
not even
horrible.
spiders. Someone said they're like part of the scorpion family.
I don't care. It's horrible. And my see. Okay, so this is why I don't like my sister in the chat. Why you got to bring that up?
Were you gonna
So
let
my
us know?
sister's-
Yeah, let us know.
Because I had a hamster, and it got out. His name was Harry. He was Harry Houdini Hamster. That was his name. He got out of his little enclosure, and he made his way to my sister's bed, and my sister started screaming.
I think
So,
this show is turning into a therapeutic session for Frank.
so she goes, Frank had one as a kid that got in my bed.
He's getting over some
just keep
things.
bringing up the personal stuff there, big sis. Appreciate it. Love you, though.
All right. Next question.
Who won that one? Hold on. Who won that one?
Honestly, I'm just saying, Frank's answer is underrated because imagine your dog is missing. You walk out front, there's like a 9-foot hamster with just a big like lump in his mouth, and you're like, oh damn, there
Just
it goes.
wiggling. But
Yeah.
they're herbivores. They don't eat meat, so that's why you just
Bullshit. Have you not ever owned the one when they eat their young? Are you kidding me?
Oh, they eat their young.
Yes, they
That's
do.
even
Yo,
worse. Oh my
I was
god.
11 years old. My mom got a bunch of hamsters and didn't tell us. We left for a week and come back. They had like 30 hamsters in the freaking thing, and there's bones everywhere. Yes, they eat each other.
They're awful animals. And where do they live? Is there some
I don't know.
country
I've never
where
seen hamsters
where
in the wild.
cute
Have
little
anyone seen-
fluffy
and
things?
so they're sneaky too.
Yeah.
This is not- when have you seen? Has anyone seen hamsters in the wild? No.
Okay,
but
if they're 9 feet, I'm not sure they're gonna be sneaky. You know,
that's
You
true.
don't know that. You don't know that.
And we all know that guinea pigs are
There could
probably
be a
the
hamster like somewhere in
cutest
the
animal
corner of
that
your room
ever
right now, plotting.
existed.
You don't know that.
Moving on.
Moving on. Here we go. We already did that one. Let's do. Oh, we already did that one. Wow, we're going right through these. If you were arrested
Oh shit.
with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done? Frank.
This is. Why would you come to the black man first? This is loaded. This is a
Well,
loaded
well.
question, bro.
Frank's answer is going to be like walked into a store.
No, his
Yes,
his sister's already listing all the times that's already happened.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see her answer.
Drove 5 under the speed limit.
I don't know. Well,
Wave to a white woman.
you just Emmett Till me.
Yeah, I
Did you
did.
just straight Emmett Till me right now? Oh my god. I would say people would because of how I am in my mouth, it would be just public disturbance, cursing somebody the hell out,
Okay.
or beating the shit out of somebody.
Uh-huh. Now I'm
I
gonna
have a short temper.
put a piece of glass between me and you. Gen Z kid.
you can ask my dad. He's right here. What would my friends and family think? Luckily, I have a family member here.
Are you
'Cause
guys in
I
the-
don't know what they would say.
Well, you have to guess, man.
I don't know. I don't know.
if you
It's
found like here it is. It's look, I'll do the reenactment, right? It's 3 a.m. Your dad's answering the phone. Oh yeah. Hello. Hi, Dad. This is Gen X. Yes. I'm in jail. I'm sure he would say this is Gen Z kid. What did you do? And now you go ahead. What would you think he would think you were doing?
I don't even know. I don't know. I seriously don't have any clue. I mean, because like
I would say proclaiming to being a sovereign citizen, or saying that he knows the law.
Oh
better than
that's
the, he knows the
crazy,
law better than the cop.
dude. That's so much
You
disrespect.
can't
I know
pull
my
me over.
rights.
I know my rights.
No, I think your dad would come take you out of jail to beat your ass and put you
So
back in jail.
bad.
You would want to stay in jail. I'm gonna go with. I would
You
think
guys are
like
assuming that I'd call my dad too.
Well, you're smart because you know your dad will kill you, so you probably wouldn't call your
Yeah.
dad.
That's what I always tell them is like, oh, if you got a speeding ticket for $500, and they're like, okay, 2 days in jail or $500. I'm like, I'll take the 2 days, or like I got more time than money. Like, it's just, I'll take the 2 days, man. I'm not calling anybody. I'm just gonna be gone for 2 days.
spoken like a true Gen Z kid. All right, Gen X dad.
They'd probably assume that I snapped out and beat the shit out of some homeowners association member.
Snaps, bro.
Yeah.
I got you. I feel you on that one. Hate my HOA.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
HOAs are rough. Little dictators in their fascistic societies. I don't know. That was boring question. That got
No,
me
we
boring
got some
answers.
good answers.
Did Jeremy answer?
Shula said shot someone. Yaki Vet said showing his fun. Put it that way.
So
My sister said, I guess for me would be me staring at people and saying something crazy.
well, here's the thing. You guys spent the first 45 minutes of the show saying how much I don't like anything, yet your two answers were about how you would literally beat the shit out of people.
Because people are stupid.
I'll help you out.
I don't like anime. You don't like everybody.
Because people are stupid.
Well, like stupid people, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool people. I mean, I like people. I just don't like dumb people.
Mine would be vehicular manslaughter with my truck because people can't drive.
Okay. Jay, you know I love you, bro. And I'm gonna cloak everything I'm about to say in nothing but love. I don't get scared by much.
Yeah.
Not much frightens me. Not a whole lot. Jay, bro, I love you. Your driving scares the crap out of me, bro.
And now I have a big truck.
Even worse.
So maybe
even worse.
So okay, then his is exactly right. So I guess he wins then. We give him 42 points.
Oh my god.
All right.
So we have assaulted an idiot from Jen.
Wasn't that Jackie Robinson's number?
Durkovitz. I hope I pronounced your name right. If I did, I apologize. Ran from the cops from my buddy Ben. HOAs were created by Air Force members. Insurmountable cat got caught at one of
Denny's parties.
They caught at one of Denny's parties. Gen Z kid would be arrested for wise talking after being pulled over. Yes. See, she gets it. She gets it. Gen Z kid would be caught letting the dogs out, so we all know who let the dogs out. I agree. And HOA should be illegal. Yep.
I agree with that. All right, we'll wrap this up. I know Gen X Talks has a show coming up. You do Wednesday night shows now?
No, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. However, we are doing the 12 Days of Christmas. Every day is a different attachment to Christmas of some sort. And tonight is day 7. We're doing 12 shows in a row, all with something Christmas themed, different each day.
Is it a surprise, or can you share what the theme is?
Oh, it's on our website, and you go there and you can see one. The ones about music, all the music and stuff. Briggs did one for all Christmas music, and then we got one coming up that's about movies. And they're all this year. They're all call in. You can call in with trivia answers. I put a picture of something up, or I play a tune of something, and you call in and try to get the answer right. And we've been very interactive. Tonight's it's a history of things that happened on Christmas Day and Christmas things around the world with history. And I got a lot of trivia questions for Christmas, just general trivia with Christmas. And then we have a lot of pictures we're showing. from Christmas past, different things that have come out about Christmas, and that people are going to text in and they call in. And Briggs, we have a cell phone that's just for that, and Briggs handles the calls and the question and the text messages. And if you're first on the list, you got the right answer, and then Gen X Mom plays along too, and then you get prizes if you win.
We should chime in. We should call this show, just flood his show with, "Hey, it's me again." Well, I had a question, but I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, how much time do you have left?
Before I'm dead, or
Yes, I just flat out asked. We were all wondering. We have a pool going.
I'm on borrowed time now, so
We got an over/under going.
Yeah,
I gotta know if I'm right in my pool. Like, we got a pool going. So,
well, I had
what's the over under?
I had some things to finish the show off. Again, these might look.
You can go ahead. I
got
got it. My show starts at 6, and I got all my show prep done before I did yours, so I'm ready to go on my end.
All right. Jeremy, get the links ready. Link 2 through
72.
Yeah, 2 through 72. We're gonna start with the first one. Are you guys covering, by the way, the Christmas truce in World War I?
Yeah, that's one of the ones on there. Yeah, 1914, the Britons and the Germans. Yes.
Nice.
Yep. Actually, well, I just been reading a book about
Look,
it.
fun fact, Freddie, don't kite my dubage. Just continue on with your show, man.
Okay, let's play Finish the Line. I'm guessing that Briggs is going to have some trouble with this. So we'll do the first one. Link 2 is for Briggs. This is for the win.
Wow.
For the win.
No, don't worry, because we're all going to do it, and then it's...
Oh, you're going to be so mad if I don't know this.
No one chime in. It's just Briggs.
Okay.
Where do you think you're going to put a tree that big? Bend over and I'll show you. You've got a lot of nerve talking to me like that, Griswold.
Finish the
Oh,
line.
he goes, I wasn't talking to you. He was talking to the woman.
Yep, you got it. That's a.
I was waiting for it to stop because I was like, please stop. I know the rest of the lines.
And Jeremy, I don't know. Are these all the same link with just different timestamps? I think that's the case.
It looks like it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what was he? He was talking to Elaine.
He was talking to he was talking to Elaine.
He was.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, and Danny, there's no such thing as too much Air Force hate. There's always room for Air Force.
Everyone hates the Air Force until we come in and kill everything within a few hundred meters of where you are.
Always.
And then it's let's love the Air
But
Force.
what makes it even worse, Danny, is he's an Air Force officer.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
So there's always room.
I
for
don't
Air
I don't
Force
want to
hate.
play defend because I never do. I always let it happen. I was in operations. I flew C-130s. I flew Marines, injured Marines out of Alta. Listen, say what you want about the Air Force.
Don't try
But when
to church
people
it
are
up,
bleeding
Dirk.
in the back of my aircraft, they
Don't
seem
try
to
to-
love me at the time.
Don't try to church it up. Dirk.
That's all I'm
Don't-
saying.
Hey, I think that's a fair assessment. You're a taxi cab for heroes.
I don't know why I do this. Every year I go to bed and I just say, why?
This is what you get for
Why?
having 2 Marines on your podcast, bro.
That's right. And a couple of freeloaders.
Fair enough.
Hey, man, I resemble that remark.
First guy talking about our freedoms. Enjoy him. All right, link 3, Jeremy. If I heard you grumble and swear a little bit, so
I didn't mean to swear, but yeah. So all the links you sent,
yeah.
it's literally they're all the 17 same one over and over again. So as we go through them, I'm gonna have to scroll back through after I take them down after each one.
No, they should. Like one is at
I'm
255
literally
seconds.
clicking on it right now, and it's not doing it.
Did
Oh,
you
that
have this
sucks.
trouble when Briggs ran your stuff?
Well, we wouldn't if you showed up.
I was trying to, I couldn't think of anything to stop it. I couldn't think of anything to stop what was
Yikes.
about to happen, and it was
Kevin's really good about sending them at the timeline, but every time I've clicked on each one of these, it's all been right from where we
All right.
left off.
Can you scroll through and see where the next one starts?
Yeah, I'm already ready for
Okay.
the next one.
All right, let's do the next one. Gen X Dad.
Oh,
It's more than you thought.
honey. It's bigger than you expected? Smaller? What is it?
You had to cut it right there. You couldn't have given me cousin Eddie's
you
line.
Can't miss this.
Yeah.
He says it's something like 12 months of the Jelly of the Month Club, or 12 months Jelly of the Month Club, and then Eddie says that's the gift that keeps on giving, Clark.
Thank God. I was like,
Let's
this is your
see.
favorite Christmas movie. You can't miss this.
This
It's
is
so-
fantastic.
It's close.
Sucks because I don't know any of these.
Oh, really?
I know.
Do you not enjoy Christmas movies? Tell me how much
I
you
do
hate
enjoy-
Christmas movies, Frank.
I enjoy Christmas movies.
just
I really
messing with
do.
you.
But
Okay.
this one, I think I've maybe seen like 2 or 3 times.
Oh my gosh. I saw it 2 or 3 times this year already.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one. All right. Keep playing, Jeremy. Let's see what the oh wait, no. Oh, it doesn't give us the answer?
No.
Oh.
Well, I'm
Oh, I'm
really
gonna-
close. I'm not
I'm gonna
far
say
off
he's
on that
right.
at all.
No, yeah, you
I'm
got
gonna
it
say
right.
he's
I think it's a year
really
long
close.
membership.
I thought it unpaused and gave you the answer. Pretty sure it does.
Oh, God.
Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole
Nailed
Oh,
it.
go back
now
a
you
little bit. Go
skipped
back
it.
a little bit. Yeah, you skipped it.
There's finish the line.
1-year membership in the Jelly of the Month Club.
You nailed it.
Yep.
Boom.
That's it.
Clark, that's the gift that
Keeps on giving.
All right. I don't want to see a cartoon. Come up with something better.
Oh my
Come on.
God.
Wow.
Here we go.
All right. We'll do this one. Jeremy, then you answer this one. Oh, actually, no. Give this to Frank. I want Frank to answer the cartoon
I was gonna say I never watched the Peanuts, so I couldn't know
this one either.
because it's not anime. Because there's not weird stripes coming off it and their faces shaking and half-naked underage girls.
I'm going to make a freaking sweet pineapple cherry ham and deliver it directly to your house.
All right. Let's see.
How is your life? I have been extra good this year, so I have a long list of presents that I want. Oh, brother. Please note the size and color of each item, and send as many as possible. If it seems too complicated, make it easy on yourself. Just send money. How about 10s and 20s? 10s and 20s? Oh, even my baby sister.
We've been trying to reach you about your car's insurance policy.
All right. That's his final answer. Let's see what she actually says. I don't know. I honestly don't know this one.
All I want is what I have coming to me. All I want is my fair share.
That sounds like something Frank would say.
This is true.
Well, with his fist up and walking downtown Raleigh.
This is awesome.
reparations.
You're not
All right, jump ahead. See if we can find something. Yeah. Other than there we go. What's this one?
Oh, excuse me. Yes? I'm trying to find a Turbo Man doll. Me too, me too. Do you have any more in the back? What? I see that. What did I say? These guys are looking for a Turbo Man? A Turbo Man doll, yes. They're looking for Turbo Man.
Hey, everybody! These two are looking for a Turbo Man!
I've literally never seen this movie.
Jingle All the Way.
I know it's Jingle All the Way, but I've never seen it.
Turbo Man's always the hottest selling Christmas toy ever. You know what? We got plenty of Turbo Man's
Get to the job.
Yeah, I don't know. But do you know what that reminded me of? Watching that scene.
White
I
hatred?
feel like this episode, I was Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you guys were all the extras there. And the silence.
Low blow, bro.
Nothing. That's what
No,
it was.
Low blow. Low blow.
Okay, let's
I'm
hear.
going with
We'll-
Frank's answer.
Yeah, Danny's with me. Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
I'll be back.
Where's your Christmas spirit?
Oh, I was wrong.
Okay.
Close though. That was
All right, you
close.
can bring those down. Oh wait, did I see Elf? Let's do
Yeah,
the
we were
Elf.
just trying to get to the movies that we know.
Yeah. All right, go to Elf.
The one that we know.
I'm going to be a little bit short on today's quota.
It's all right, buddy. Just how many etch sketches did you get finished? Come on, buddy. How many?
It's 80 something, right?
I made 85.
That puts you 915 off the pace.
Why don't you just say it? I'm the worst toy maker in the world.
I'm a cotton
picking
Cotton-
muggins.
cotton-headed ninny
ninny
muggin.
muggin.
Ninny muggins, yeah.
cotton-headed ninny
Ninny
muggins.
muggins. Something
Watch
like
stuff,
that.
Kevin.
I'm a cotton-headed ninny muggins.
Look at that.
There
We
you
nailed
go.
it. Woo!
Another thing that I heard, I think I read this the other day, was that guy who played the elf, the red elf guy right there.
Yeah, that's the shoot your eye out kid.
Yeah, that was Peter
Yeah.
Billingsley from A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that was him.
No.
Yeah, and they filmed it forced perspective, like so they put him really close and put him really far, but made everything look like it was the same size.
Nice.
Yeah, it was wild how they filmed that movie. Fantastic movie. Speaking of which, are there any new you think of all the classics made in the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, 40s. Is there any new Christmas movies that are easily a classic besides Elf that came out in what, 2004 maybe? I can't think of any. Why do you think that is?
I'm sure Tyler Perry will whip something up real quick and piss everybody off.
No, but there's no
well, the
Christmas.
Santa Claus movies.
Yeah, those were
with,
the 90s.
Yeah, but the Santa Claus movies, like, when was the last one like that was of any relevance? Like,
Yeah, I think it was
When
Elf.
was that
I
one
can't think
with,
of.
Mel
I think
Gibson?
Elf was like the last one. I can't think of
No,
anything
the one with
more.
Mel Gibson was a couple years back, wasn't it? Where he's a grumpy old Santa.
Yeah, but is that a
That
classic
one with
though?
Anna Kendrick,
I don't know.
where she was like a
It's called
female
Fat Man.
elf.
The Fat Man.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
pretty good
Fat
actually.
Man was really good.
And the one last year with the guy from Stranger Things, he was Santa Claus, and he showed up at this house, and they're being held captive, and he doesn't want to get involved, but he ends up like killing all
He's
the.
a drunk Santa. Yeah.
Yeah, what was that one called? That one was really good.
It's one of
Silent
my
Night
favorites. Yeah, Silent Night.
or something like that. It was like
No, Violent Night.
Violent Night.
The one
Yeah.
time we hear from Darth,
Mhm.
and his first thing is Elf sucks.
Now, see, I have to disagree.
Yeah.
Like the first time we hear from Darth all night, and it's Elf.
Is that
sucks.
I mean,
another Air Force guy?
Ban him.
He's another Air Force guy.
We can
Just
look at
asking.
we can talk about Ham all what we want, but I think it's universally understood that Elf is one of the greatest, at least of this generation. I mean, look, we even have one right here in studio.
Just gonna keep trying to bring the Elf in. Man.
Hi guys. No, I'm not gonna do,
Don't do
not
it.
gonna do any, because we all know I can't ventriloquize. I don't know if that's the right term,
Darth says no, Navy.
but what you guys don't know is I am a mimic, and there's a voice that I can do, which you'll actually think he's in the room. It's shocking. It's sometimes like when I do the voice, people will actually say, "Is Jordan Peterson in the room with you?"
I will leave.
All right, if you want me to do it, fine.
Peterson?
If you want me to do it, I'll do it. Don't twist my arm. Look, Chappie wants me to do it.
No, he
You're bloody Druid.
You just nailed it, Jeremy. You took the punchline. I'm just gonna let that roll. Just bloody do it.
I hate both of you right now.
It's just gotta clean your room.
I hate both of you now.
You gonna do it or not?
I just did it like twice. Jeremy did it
Oh,
once.
I gotta
sorry.
suffer through this.
I mean,
Wow.
I know
Dell.
you're saying, did you do it because you thought Jordan Peterson was in here actually doing? You got to make your damn room.
Anyway, El General, I will be hitting up your website there because I gotta get one of those lids you got there. Love.
What does it say? Let me see. Is this
Says generation?
Are you wearing merch?
Yeah.
I can't. It looks like two disembodied testicles with
Says
something written over the
Generation
back.
X.
Oh, look at that. I
Oh, yeah.
see.
Definitely copping that.
Yeah, Frank likes to wear things with lots of cuss words as he walks up the driveway.
I'll
with
send
tons,
you one, Frank. I got a couple.
tons of little kids playing ball on my driveway, and they're
They
like,
gotta learn some way.
I think his shirt just said F.
They gotta learn. They gotta learn.
All right.
I would send you one, Sully, but I don't have anything that matches that outfit. So
So you're saying you don't make any merch with class? I gotcha. I gotcha.
Oh, here we go.
You could always
so
wrap it with a jacket.
so that was once again the train wreck of what I like to call I don't even have a name for it. The last 21 gun. And for your viewers that are watching our show and think that this is what the show is, by far not even close.
No.
In fact, I would
Most of
encourage
them are
you.
far worse.
No, listen. I enjoy and love the activity from his people here. Like they've been in the chat killing it.
It's fun, and this show's fun because
every single last one of you. We absolutely appreciate it. For giving us a shot and just like listening. I appreciate it.
And it's just a different way. Like I don't know. It's fun not to, because I do so many notes and so much like show prep, and then we come in for this one and we got a dog and an ugly jacket, and Frank is over here and it's
drinking just to put up with you.
It's just the dog was drinking.
Do something.
Missed it before the show. He sniffed the whiskey bottle and started sneezing.
It's good because we actually get to air this one.
Well, it's one of those ones. There's no choice. It's already been aired. But anyways,
bonus points for your Jen. Would you put my camera real quick? Bonus points for anybody from General's crew there, and we'll say Colt. If you can tell him later on what this is. No hints. What this is?
Is that I can't.
Is that from World War One?
Shut up, Jeremy.
I can't quite tell.
It's the emblem for the Moffett Point Marines.
It is not.
It's hard to see from here, but it looks like some sort of parachuting thing. But I can't tell. I can't quite see.
No cheating, Ruggy. No cheating.
It looks like air assault wings, but you wouldn't be wearing those.
I said his people, Rugs. Ruggy's in the chat, and I can't say what he's going to say because it'll give it away.
Well, some people know. I mean, I don't know.
Put in your glasses, Dad.
I'm getting close enough. I can fucking see it. I just can't tell what it is.
Here, turn your head towards me. Let me.
Okay, look. It doesn't make me any smarter just because I can get closer to it.
That's not your bomb thing, is it? I can't tell from here. It's all brass. My eyes are getting bad.
Looks like an octopus with a harpoon through its head.
All right, you going to tell us?
It's the Ruggy got it. It's his nice crab. It's the EOD badge or the COD.
I said EOD. So does that mean I win? And I didn't even know.
Well, I was trying to go for his people because
he told you not to
his
play.
people don't know us.
Yeah,
they don't know who we are. They don't know our story. Insurmountable Calicat got it. She says it's an EOD badge. Good job, Calicat. You nailed it. They don't know us,
right?
So this is kind of like a brief introduction to us.
Although
Sully is a Air Force officer,
C-130 navigator, weapons system officer.
I am a former Marine / U.S. Army EOD team leader. Jeremy is also a former Marine / Army combat engineer or Army combat engineer. Yep. So that's us. That's what we are. Like you guys
was
know
a
us.
dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert.
Which, believe it or not, is that's a MOS for quite a few people in the military. So probably claim veteran status.
For a quick plug for everybody who buys their one copy of Hurt Locker, you can get a badge too.
Oh shit! I hate you right now.
What people don't know is the Hurt Locker.
Don't
It
don't
is
do this. Not now.
a textbook.
Oh my god!
And how to dismantle bombs. In fact, if you watch that movie, you get honorary badge, EOD
Boy
badge.
Scout badge.
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie is in the back going, Frank, is this how we do it?
Oh my god! I hate you.
You know, there was a time when Frank used to drop by some of our live streams and he would comment on Facebook. He'd say something.
See, even Danny knows this is not where you need to go. Even Danny knows. Danny, thank you.
The general was saying something. Let's hear what he had to say.
No, I was just saying there was a time when Frank used to come to our shows. He'd listen in a little bit and he would comment in Facebook. He'd sometimes say something. It took me a second to remember, because I'm not used to seeing his name in there, but he did.
Yeah.
I remember there was a year or so ago. He used to swing by.
Yeah. And when I say he's got a voracious fan base, like they are active.
And if we have time, Jeremy, pull up. I believe we have the first ever appearance of Gen X Dad on 21 Gun, and this is back on the old studio before we had all these fancy flags and lights.
It was back when we were in the house when you did that.
Yeah. We were in our dining room.
I think I was on vacation. Was I not?
Yeah, you weren't here. I think I was here
you used
alone.
to bring my dad on as the Frank substitute.
I think I was in Virginia or Vegas. No, I was in Vegas.
Oh, yeah, there you are.
I was in Vegas.
I miss the old set. I kind of liked sitting up on that table. Gave me a position of power over you guys. I could point down and say, do
Wow,
this.
that's smart.
All right, let's hear it.
Gentlemen,
Oh yeah.
slow clap. Let's bring
Fucking
up.
nailed it.
My dog's
Nailed
barking. He
it.
hears me doing this. Let's bring up Mr. Gen Xer himself.
There he is. Oh, look at that face. Look at that face.
Thank
Such a smaller beard. Damn, got better.
you for that wonderful intro. That part was okay. It almost makes up for the weird, twisted way you guys started your podcast. Now I know why people have managers. I know why managers are involved in this kind of stuff.
Yes. It's.
Man.
Notice I have no explanation for you. It's something. I think it comes from spending time in the military, where everything is both extremely. What's that word I'm looking for? Where it's like ambiguously gay, but at the same time it isn't. Like the whole experience. And it's the weirdest thing. So then you take that.
Yeah, this guy was definitely behind a paywall.
But you did though. You played all that those scenes from Top Gun, and someone put the music over it in the wrong spots. I'm screaming, going, "That's not what was going on there. That's not. I'm defending the '80s, screaming over here, going, "No, you did. That's not right." And then
I
Tom
get
Cruise
you
on his motorcycle, being patriotic, and I'm going, "No, I was there. That's not how it happened."
This is like we were being sacrilege to stuff that really shaped us. What's funny is I think I can't remember who directed that. Ridley Scott. He said that he is responsible, and Tom Cruise is responsible for more sailors, more people joining the Navy than the entire Navy recruiting budget could ever do.
Okay, you could take it down. And the Hurt Locker is responsible for more EOD technicians than any recruiting.
If anything, the Hurt Locker is cause for more people getting their asses kicked for mentioning it.
I like how not much has changed. He came on the show, told us everything we were doing wrong, and
he's still doing it.
And he's still doing it.
And he's still right.
Yes, you're right.
And he's still right. Yeah.
But look how far we've come. We've got green lights
we're
behind
still
your head.
wrong. We're still wrong.
That's right. That's right. Okay, gentlemen, that was our Christmas extravaganza.
It's better than what you did in that comedian on that one time with all his sound effects.
Ooh.
That was.
He was hold on. He was a comedian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He's. I won't trash.
I mean, you guys can't say anything bad because he's probably your friend, and you can't agree with me. But oh my freaking Christ, was that guy annoying that one show? All he did was kept pressing his sound effects like he was drunk the whole time.
Well, he was high. He kept hitting the bong during the entire show. Yeah. And and the year previous, he got kicked off the show for a year. If you remember, he made some off-color joke. I won't even.
It was a very, very bad joke.
Yeah.
And we didn't speak to him for over a year.
That's how it goes.
Well, there's times you guys, as with any show, you guys can get into a rhythm, and it really starts to snowball and flow in a good direction. And I never met anybody that could stop a buzzkill like that guy could, because there was some really good stuff that was, flowing in those shows, and all of a sudden you just derailed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to remember, for these shows, normally we have 2 people, maybe 3 people that we're talking with, and then you have 6 people in studio. It's a nightmare trying to keep everyone under control, control mics and stuff.
Right.
It's so much easier when it's just Frank and I, and we cover the news, or we cover whatever, and we just go back and forth.
Right.
I mean, it just makes sense. I mean, look around to every show. I mean, unless it's Greg Gutfeld, but he's sitting there in studio with them, and he can shut down people just because he's there. Everyone's there. But when you're in different rooms and you're just piped in through headphones, it just doesn't work. I mean, this barely works with 4, and
if you get a chance to come by tonight, it starts at 6. We usually get really rolling about 6, maybe 5 or 6 minutes into it. Everybody's gathered around. That would be one to stop by, because the 12 days of Christmas, the pace is fast. I mean, it's one line of cocaine before we hit the set and get going, and I bump every 15 minutes, and we just keep going. And it's fast. It's a fast pace the whole time. We never let off the throttle. The only time I ever let off is if I've got to take a shot of whiskey. My wife is supposed to fill in and talk right there. Don't let there be any dead air at all. Just come. If you see me raise that glass, start talking, get going. And it's the whole thing we'll go about 2 hours on a call-in show like that. And Briggs is really instrumental on his part. So it's 3 cameras, 3 mics, and it goes fast.
Briggs, do you guys have an AED in the studio? I'm just making sure, looking for,
No, there's
okay,
no room
well,
on the walls anymore.
maybe you should get one if he's bumping.
I'm hopping in tonight. As soon as I get home, because I gotta leave here. I gotta drive home. I'm hopping in tonight. I'll see you guys there.
Well, right. Don't be afraid to text in your answers or call in and try to get on there, because we'll put you live on the radio
all day. All day, I'm there.
All right,
I'm there.
Sounds good.
You know what we need to do, Briggs? You need to make sure that you got Frank's cell where we can just call him directly.
Don't do that.
There you go.
If you're trying to call in and we can't because there's so many people, but it would be a good one to have Frank answer a good Christmas question. Because we do have that with some of our followers and fans. We have some we can call directly. If they want us to. We don't impose, but yeah, we do that sometimes where there's a really good question and you can say, we can call Frank and see if he can bail you out and, team up and get you that answer. It's kind of like a lifeline.
I got you. I'll make sure he gets it before I leave here today.
For sure.
All right. That's it.
All right. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that was 21 Guns special Christmas episode. Tune in next week. Well, no, next week's Christmas. So I don't know if we're going to be around before New Year's. I haven't looked at the calendar and how that works out. Maybe we